Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Aiden. In today's video, due to popular demands, I'm going to talk about introduction to the IT field. This is of course where I'm going to try to show you within 10 minutes how to get started in IT. Even if you do not have any experience, this should give you some basic fundamental level of understanding what is required to get into the IT field. So, without further ado, let's get started. My aim for this video is to make sure that you guys understand and you guys can be able to maneuver this career. So, number one thing that we need to get started is going to be what is the steps that's required to become an IT professional. The future of tech is always bright, as you can see. There is so many things you can do. We have so many exciting things, and in 2023 I believe it's probably the easiest time to start IT if you are thinking about it. I've been asked so many times about how do you get started in IT, and I'm happy to share that. And hopefully this video will help you, give you the roadmap you need to be able to get started. It's gonna be just a hint video. It's not gonna give you everything you need because this is gonna require for me to go over at least a couple hours to give you everything. But I believe it's gonna give you everything you need to get you started. Step one, the IT landscape is big, and I don't think that saying I want to become IT is enough. You gotta need to understand the different areas in IT because information technology is all about managing, troubleshooting, optimizing computer system network, as well as doing cybersecurity and also exploring different type of IT domain can help you, such as networking, hardware, software, cybersecurity, and so on. So if you are thinking about becoming IT professional, think about those topics. Do you want to become a software engineer? Do you want to become a hardware focused like help desk or infrastructure person? Or do you want to become like a programmer? Do you want to also become maybe a cybersecurity specialist? Think about those because that will help you narrow down your choices. And if you get narrowed down those choices, you probably have an advantage compared to somebody who's just trying to study everything. Because the reality of the matter is, even if you're the brightest person on this planet, you cannot learn everything in IT. You have to specialize. Otherwise, if you don't specialize, then you have this aching of trying to learn everything but not able to focus on anything. So you gotta specialize. What I believe now, I'm gonna show you probably one of the best, entry points to get started in IT, and that is the CompTIA A plus certification. Let me switch my screen and show you the CompTIA site. So right now this is the Microsoft, but the CompTIA website, this is the certification for every entry level person. If you are somebody who is trying to become a IT engineer, then you need to look at the CompTIA A plus certification because it's gonna be your road to getting started. It's almost like a golden ticket. If you have this, it shows people that you have taken the steps to get into the field. You understand the fundamental hardware, networking, software, cybersecurity. It shows that. And to a lot of employees, it's better to see somebody who's taking initiative than somebody who has nothing but saying, give me a job. So very important. And you can see here, this is basically going to establish a lot. And to take this certification, it used to be, I believe, somewhere along the line of maybe I want to say $200, but I'm gonna double check. It's been a while. It's been over years since I took it, so it looks like it's $246. It's a two exam, and if you want to take live training, I wouldn't waste the time on live training because it seems excessive over here. You don't need to do that. You need to do the steps I'm going to show you here. So this is the exam you need. The next thing is to prepare for the exam. What I recommend first is, even if you're not a fan of reading big books, this is the book I recommend you buy. I believe my favorite author for this is gonna be Mike Myers. This guy over here. This is the guy that when I was learning IT, when I was getting into IT field, I had to watch his course. He's very good teacher. He's been teaching for a long time. His books are very, very well written. I recommend you, buy his book or find a way to get his book and find the latest book too, because you don't want to buy some book that's old. I'm not sure what's the latest version of A plus certification, but I'm pretty sure that in the website it will tell you. We can take a look at that real quick. So the latest version of the exam is the 1102. So that's the book. What's the book in this saying here? Yeah, it looks like it may not be the latest, but you have to just find the latest and go from there. So that's step one. If you can find his book, it will help you so massively. And once you go through the book, you understand the theory language of buy after you buy this book and you understand the theory language. The next thing I recommend is gonna be going through getting yourself watching his videos. So if you have LinkedIn Learning, you could sign up for 1 month for free if you don't have it already, and you have his course over here talking about his prep, exam prep. He has also a massive course about here where it's like he has different type of courses. So just look through the recent ones and try to watch that, because that will help you get there and help you out. In fact, this is the one of the most recent updated course. You can see, you can watch that. And so you, by watching the videos first, you read the book, next watch the videos in that order. That's what I was doing, and that's what a lot of people I gave them advice that seemed to be helping them. And then after that, you are finally ready for your first hands-on. This is a website called testout.com. You have to purchase this, and they're basically a lab simulation program, or or tool in this case, and their partner with CompTIA, and they have their own certification. They give you a lot more resources than just CompTIA. You could basically purchase it. Let me see if I hit purchase. You have to hit the price code, and so it's only designed for schools. So I'm not sure. I may have to look into how to get that, but basically, once you get the test out voucher code or purchase it, you can get through hands-on activities and how to get familiar with like setting up, replacing memory or doing networking and finding out where is the ethernet port, and RJ45, RJ11, all those legacy technology that is still sometimes you have to know because you may have to deal with it. And once you're done with that, the CompTIA A plus, you're then ready for your first official exam. The exam voucher is going to cost you $246. But if you pass your exam, this is well worth it. And even if you are somebody who's terrified about exam, the best thing to do is read your book, go to your videos, go to your labs if you can. If you can't afford the test out or can't get access to it, you can go ahead, get through, you know, using the video and try to follow the video along, see if you could basically make your own, computers and go through playing around with it. That probably is going to give you a lot more realistic than just still relying on something else. So that's something you could do, and it might help you get to where you want to be in terms of studying. There's a lot of acronyms when it comes to the theory and exam, so you got to know, for example, what is RAM, what is CPU, and etc. Those are just the basic ones. There's going to be others that you're going to have to figure out and know, because it's going to ask you. But once you're done with that, and let's just say you came over here, you finally passed your CompTIA A plus certification, and you want to continue on moving up to the ladder of IT, then what you do is you're going to go ahead first apply for entry level IT job. Once you apply for the entry level IT job, and hopefully they hire you, you're going to continue your IT adventure. You're never going to stop. Just because you got into the field doesn't mean you made it yet. And in fact, nobody is made it just by getting to the field. The next part of that is your IT adventure should be the Microsoft fundamentals. The Microsoft fundamental is very important, and in fact, I think I have it in here in this tab. So they have this Microsoft fundamental trainings or certifications. They are very much for beginner. MS 900 is a certification that everybody should use, because it teaches you Microsoft 365 fundamentals, gives you access to some of the basic understanding of that. And if you pass this exam, then you should continue on to your Microsoft role by studying maybe like the Microsoft Office 365 Certified Professional and so on. So there's so many flavors you can choose from, but the point is, this is the steps. So I hope you were able to follow along what I was trying to convey in this video. Is step one, again, to summarize, was to first understand the different aspects of the IT domain, such as networking, hardware, and software, and cybersecurity and more. Step two is get yourself the CompTIA A plus book and understand the theory by going to Amazon or any other place where they sell book. And I'm not saying, none of this places sponsor me, so I'm just telling you what I tell people, my friends, and my students. And after you do that, then get yourself into LinkedIn Learning, sign up for trial, find this Mike Meyer courses, and watch his videos, every of the recent one you can find, and reference the exam, basically objective. And then after that, you can go ahead, either go through watch along, follow along his videos, and make your own labs and try to go through the specs of hardware and software. Or you can go ahead, if you have the means to get the test out, then you can basically get that. Once you do, then you're basically ready to take the exam with this $246. If you saw my earlier, video, I talked about people will do whatever they can to get ahead. Some people may say $246 for exam may be overkill, but if you're really serious about this career, then this is a pocket change. You can afford it. It'll be the best money you spend for your future, and I recommend you doing it because it will enable you so many doors and opportunity. So yeah, so this is my quick video on how to get started in IT. It's not comprehensive, it's not complete or anything, because I I will need some more time to do it, and I just want to throw something out there for people who are wondering how do you get started. If you want to see more detailed video, even a live stream about getting started in IT in 2023, feel free to post in the comment. If this was helpful, and please let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like the video, share, and that will help us so much. Thank you so much.